Now, thanks for staying with us. Derek has been catching up with very important Irish charity this morning.
Yes, he's been getting the seal of approval down in Wexford.
Derek, how are you getting on?
The seal of approval is right, guys. Welcome down here to the sunny southeast Courtown in County Wexford, where we're at this morning. Guys, you had any snow the other day?
No, we luckily managed to avoid it here now. It's
Costa del Courtown.
Costa del Courtown is right. Anyway, Natalie and Lauren are with us here this morning. First up, Natalie, tell us about Seal Rescue Ireland. When did you set up?
So it first started, was founded in 2010, and we were actually based down in Dingle in Kerry. By 2014, though, there was a big storm actually destroyed most of the centre, so there was an opportunity then to move to this site that was already built, so we've moved up there and we've been here then ever since 2014.
How many seals have you got here in the sanctuary?
So at the moment we've got 17 seals here in the centre, but we can have as many as 50 to 55 seals, and this year in 2023 we took in 172, which is a bit of a record-breaking year for us this year.
You were telling me earlier on, obviously the weather and storms plays a big part with obviously seals getting washed up and getting injured, right?
Yeah, quite often we get a lot of injuries after stormy weather as well as orphaning, and unfortunately we had a few big storms this year in September which kind of coincided right in the middle of popping season for the grey seal, so we had a lot of orphans coming in at the end of September due to that stormy weather, unfortunately.
When we're talking about injuries, what injuries do the seals get when they come in?
So it depends. We get a lot of kind of broken digits, a lot of eye injuries. We see a lot of kind of, normally they get pushed up against kind of rocky outcrops, so they'll end up with big kind of gashes on their heads, on their eyes. So yeah, you get a whole range of injuries here, yeah.
Lauren, you have a very close relationship with the local vets here, just by Gorey as well, yeah?
Yes, yeah, it is. And they're able to come in quite often, about every week really, to take a look at our seals, see if their treatment plans need adjusting at all, adding any more meds at all, or things into their wound care. So yeah, we're really close with them.
In terms of plastic pollution, ingestion and entanglement, a massive problem, right?
Yes, yeah, it is. So we can have quite a few of the seals that come in here coming in because of plastic pollution, and we have our education board here, which just has some of the main reasons as to why they come into our care. And yeah, with plastic, sometimes they're opportunistic feeders. So sometimes if they see a crisp packet like this that looks super shiny in the ocean, they're going to mistake that for a fish. And once that's in their system, any other nutrients that we're then giving them, they're not able to absorb or digest any of that. So it can be really harmful. And the same with plastic entanglement. So that's largely due to discarded fishing nets and fishing gear. And if it's caught around a pup, they grow and put on weight really quickly, and that net isn't growing with them, so it's getting tighter and tighter and can cause some really nasty injuries. But luckily we can get them into us, we can cut that rope off of them, and seals heal really, really quickly. So once we've given them the meds that they need, they should be okay to go through our rehab process and then hopefully get released.
Natalie, we were talking about the pups there, and you get a lot of orphans in here, right?
We do, unfortunately, especially around their pupping time. So with the common seals, it's kind of in the summer months, July, end of June, July, and with the grey seals, kind of generally September, October is their main pupping time. So we do get a lot, because of storms, we might get a lot of orphaning, because yeah, stormy weather can kind of separate the mums and the pups, but it is a big problem as well because of human disturbance. We get a lot of orphans, so a lot of people will see the pups on the beach and usually have good intentions and trying to help them. We'll kind of approach too closely, we'll touch the pups, and mum, unfortunately, if she sees that as a threat, she's more likely to save herself so she can have a pup next year. So quite often they'll leave the pups as well if they feel like they've been interfered with.
So the message really is, I suppose, to stay away. You have a massive day today. Tell us what's happening.
So yeah, a bit later on, hopefully if the weather holds out, we're hoping to release 2 of them. They're going back up to Carlingford for the release day. So we'll get them into the cages, into the van, and a long journey up and then back out to the sea.
And they're quite social animals, right, Lauren?
Yeah, they are quite social. So you might see sort of large colonies together, and generally that is safety in numbers. So although you'll find quite a lot together, they actually don't form any bonds with each other. It's just that crucial moment with their mum at the beginning. So they don't form bonds. They're not super friendly with one another. That's why you might hear they're very noisy sometimes.
Yeah, but you keep the human interaction, you were telling me here, to a minimum. You've lots of school tours as well, lots of educational trips.
Yeah, so we're kind of trying to obviously rescuing the seals is kind of a symptom of a larger problem. So we try and focus on the actual problem, which is ocean conservation and environmental conservation. So So we think the best way to approach that is with education. So that's why we do a lot of educational programs. And yeah, we love having the school groups in, because kids are really, they absorb everything. They're little sponges, and like they'll take that message home with them. So like they're kind of the main audience that we want to target, and getting that message out there about protecting our environment and the seals.
Lauren, you're always looking for donations, right, and help from volunteers.
Yes, yeah, we are. Our volunteers are amazing. So we have full-time volunteers here on site, and they are the backbone to the place. And we also have our amazing rescue volunteer network of about 800 people around Ireland that help to rescue the seals and bring them down to us. So our volunteers are really important, and yes, donations are amazing. We get about 5% of our funds are through government grants, and the rest is through donations.
All right, where can we find out more online?
So go to sealrescueireland.org and you get all the information on our website.
And you're massive on TikTok as well. We've got this little fella here, all made from recycled plastic as well. Check them out online. Absolutely love it. From me and all the team here. Courtesy of County Wexford. He's very furry. He's very cuddly, isn't he? Back to the studio. Oh, he's gorgeous.
Meet him all. Good,
Thank you,
Derek.
Derek.
Lovely.
Lovely
Thank
down
you
there this
very much
morning.
for that. Now, before we go,